Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the day of the video. Darren, how's it going today? Today, look at this. There it. Oh, sorry, Graham, I didn't realise you were awake. What are you doing? Have you been silly and have you moved your house so now you can't get in it? Is that what's happened? Why are you still awake at this time, eh? Graham, what's going on? It's like the middle of the night for you, Mr. Graham. Mrs. Graham, even. I apologise. I didn't mean to misgender you. How's it going today? Today, got up about 7 o'clock-ish this morning, and got up, had breakfast, watched the news and stuff, and then Laura went to work, and then I've been like pottering about. What I've been doing, I've been on a tirade at the moment, and that's to migrate my email and Google account into different areas. As a YouTuber, I have a considerable amount of Google accounts. So I have, the main channel has a Google account, this channel has a Google account, the gaming channel has a Google account. I have another Google account that I set up for business related stuff, like programming related stuff, and that's like where my company will be ran from and all that kind of stuff. So it's got things like Visual Studio stuff, LinkedIn. Is LinkedIn on it? I don't know. But anyway, I've got another account which I've been trying to fix, which is a Hotmail account. It was my first ever email account. My Hotmail account is linked to my Google account. So I've been trying to figure out a way. It's actually really simple, but it's caused me a couple of problems. The problem is that because I have a Google Calendar account on my Hotmail account, things like Outlook get really fucking confused when I start asking for my Google account using a Hotmail address. And considering that Sunrise is going out the window, which is my favourite calendar app ever, and it's going to start working at the end of August, I thought, well, what I need to do essentially is clean everything out. I need to clean out all my emails, I need to clean out all of my contacts that I don't care about anymore, I need to clear out all my calendars, make it all nice and clean, and get it all set up and organised. So what I've done is I've created a new personal account, personal email account. So I've got a personal Gmail account, which is connected to that Google account that I was just talking about. I've got a Hotmail account that's just used for spam stuff, basically now. Technically, things like my bank is confused. Obviously, I've only just set it up, so things like my bank and stuff are all still going towards it. I'll slowly go through the process of migrating everything over to my actual personal account now, instead of my thingy account. I'm sure that's going to be fun. I mean, if it has to stay in the junk account, it doesn't really matter. But I have a new personal account, which I'll set everything up with. I have my junk account, I have my business account, and then I have my YouTube channels. And I think that's a good way of going about things. I need to just like start afresh, basically. Leaving university, and I've also got my email account for uni. Leaving university, it's time just to like ditch everything and start again. So that's what I've done. It's quite liberating, to be honest with you. I feel refreshed. I generally feel like lighter, and I don't know why. It's ever so strange. But yeah, so now I've got my own personal email account that isn't attached to all of this junk stuff, and then yeah. Fuck's sake! Just realised that I deleted yesterday's video. It's not a huge problem, it's not like I did anything exciting, but even so. It's because I've confused myself by working on my Surface a little bit before I got changed. And then I just kind of assumed the video would have been done. Right, let's get this video sorted out and uploaded, and then probably going to be, well, it's not going to be lunchtime. Is it tea break time? Let's go have a cup of tea. Is it tea break time? I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, we'll sort out yesterday's video, or today's video, whichever way you look at it, and then carry on with some work maybe. Then I'll bring the laptop into here and I'll carry on sorting out accounts and stuff. I need to find a good mail and calendar application, because the one in Windows 10, it is a bit shit. Specifically the calendar. The calendar's shit. The email app isn't too bad, it's the calendar that's bad. Developers aren't supporting the Windows Store yet, so you have to kind of get it through Chrome, and then it's not very good through Chrome. Am I going to have to go to Google Calendar? Potentially. It's because I like colour coding my appointments, and Sunrise allowed you to do that. I think Outlook lets you do it. That's what I don't get. What's the difference between Outlook and Mail? I don't know. I think I technically have. I can get Outlook on the Surface, I think. Because that's got the latest version of Word on it and stuff like that. But what is the difference? That's what I need to figure out then. I need to figure out a good mail app and a good calendar app. And I mean, like, I'd like it to be in here so I could see stuff, you know? Until developers start doing the thing. And the problem is, probably the best things, the best competitors are Google, Gmail and Google Calendar. But Google is never going to bring out a Windows app. Because why would they? They haven't brought anything to Windows yet. And if they were, they would have done it by now. Facebook have started doing stuff. But, goddamn. Video sorted, and after a while of fighting with a combination of, what's it called? Basically set up Outlook on my laptop and went through it because I've got it on there. I've got Office 365, but I've only really got it on that computer because I kind of like the old version, which is on Atlas, but I can't put that on my new computers. So I should probably upgrade at some point. And I know I've got it and it'll apply to multiple accounts, I just never got around to it. So anyway, I was trying out this thing, took me ages to set up because Outlook is a mess. I've always thought Outlook was a bit of a mess, but I've heard really good things about it on Android and on iOS, but the Windows version, absolute trash, and therefore I'm not going with it essentially. I tried to set it up. Two-step authentication was getting in the way. Figured out how to get around that. Set it up. Realised it was ugly. Didn't like it. So I am currently moved to Google Calendar on my phone and on the computer. I don't particularly like it on the computer. To be fair, it's not as good as Sunrise, but that's what you do with your life. This genuinely affects me. It annoys me when big companies like Microsoft, I actually have a lot of, I will praise Microsoft willingly for a lot of things they do, except buying a smaller company like Sunrise and then migrating all of their features over to Outlook. The only way you migrate all the features and I'll be happy to go to Outlook is if Outlook becomes Sunrise. There's a reason why I had Sunrise and not Outlook. It wasn't because you were missing some of the features, it was because it's just objectively better. Because it's got things like, literally, the one thing I like, genuinely, is different coloured appointments. So I can say, there are this on one calendar, instead of having several different calendars, you can have one calendar with different coloured things in it. It's fucking brilliant. You can have that on Google Calendar as well, which is why I've got Google Calendar at the moment. I bet you get used to Google Calendar quite easily. So that is my plan. Otherwise, I've started to realise why people don't like two-step authentication. It's a bit of a pain, especially if you're using some like older things like Outlook that aren't really used to it. You have to have these special passwords that you set up and all that kind of stuff. It's strange. But saying that, it's a lot better. Like, I did have it where they were texting me different codes all the time, and then I set it up with the app, and the app is a lot better. Anyway, it's lunchtime, so that's what I'm going to do now. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have lunch. The sun came out for a little bit, and I'm going to head on out because it looks like the ground's dry. I'm going to go try out my Longboard. The other day I cleaned the bearings out, but they don't seem to be half as good as... I literally just got it just to see how good they were. They don't seem to be half as good as when I first put them on. So I'm trying to figure out whether I've either messed it up basically and done it wrong, or need to put more lubricant in them or something, or whether I just need to buy some more bearings. I don't know. So I'm going to head on out now quickly and just see if it's all right, because it's supposed to spin longer than that. That's what I get for trying to be clever and trying to do it myself and be like without being very good at it. You know what I mean? No? Don't know. Yeah, because I just kind of like followed YouTube, just thingy. We'll see. It might be alright, it might just feel bad. It's probably alright, it's just... I feel like I need some more bearings. But I'm going to have another go at cleaning them if they're not very good. I'm procrastinating a little bit, have you noticed? I mean, maybe these things just need wearing in. That feels better than it was. but it seems worse when I pick it up and thing it, you know? Like, I've literally done one push and I'm still going fine. So I feel like it's better than it used to be, but it seems worse. Maybe it's in my head. See, look, that is smooth as. I can even come out of push mode and into weave mode. It seems fine. How strange. Because it seems so bad when you just hold it and spin it. Weird. Because I bought such a cheap longboard, or because I did a terrible job of cleaning them. One of the two. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, guys. But look, wait, oh god, I can't balance it though because I'm a bit of a pleb. That's better than it was inside, you see what I mean? It's also fucking hot out, Jesus Christ. It's like, it's roasting. What temperature is it right now? Like, the sun is hot. It's shame there's so much cloud around, really. Otherwise I'd have noticed before now. I can't tell if now using it has loosened it. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm pretending I know what I'm talking about and I just don't. But either way, I mean, I may investigate it. We'll see. I think I need to do a more long distance longboard, like into town or something, to figure it out, because I haven't really practiced this stretch enough to know if it's worse or better, I guess. Who knows? Right, okay, let's put down some speed. Come on, longboard. Whoop, dodge that stick. No. See, I feel like it's all in my head. I think I'm overthinking it. Right, yeah, I picked up a bit of speed there. Just came off. I just had to bail. And I'm not even anywhere near the bottom of the hill. Either way, it's quite difficult to push. I don't know. I'm just kind of killing time, to be honest. I need to go back and do a revision of what I need to do. But see, this is fine. I think it just needs warming up. To be honest, I think it just needs warming up. And then once it's there, it's fine. Hey, it's hot outside though. I think it's like 23 degrees. So weird. We're expecting thunderstorms today as well, like 1 and 5. So I guess that's why it's so humid as well. Does feel like being abroad. Anyway, right, let's head back. Shall I clean the bearings? On this path going up, is it harder? I'm overanalyzing it. I think it's fine. I'm just going a bit mad. Do you reckon? So I think I figured it out. What I've essentially done is ruined them. I don't know what I did, but somehow during the cleaning process I made them a lot worse than they used to be. And I know this because I've just tried to do it again and it's even worse again. So I've quickly ran out to, I was going to go to town tomorrow, assuming the weather is nice, which I think it is. I was going to go to town to have lunch with Laura, and I can't do that. Well, I could do that without longboard bearings, but it would take me a lot of time. So I've come to Gloucester Road, where I know there's a skate shop, and I'm going to see if they've got any longboard bearings that aren't ridiculously priced. If they're ridiculously priced, then I'll wait till tomorrow, bust down longboard back or something like that. Because I know I can get some bearings in town and it's not difficult to put them in. So, but we'll see. So at the moment I've driven back up to where I used to live on my old flat, where I know there's good car parking. I'm racing through this park here to go and get some bearings. I fucking love this park. It's so nice. I really liked living around here. Say like, our current flat is so much better than my old flat. No doubt about it. Literally like every way. Value for money, size, how warm it is, or everything. Equipment, you name it, except location. That's the one thing that isn't as good. I mean, like it's not bad location, but compared to here, it's not so good. But that's why it's better value for money, because fucking location around here is bloody expensive. And even though the cycle path is really, really convenient, especially if you had a bike or a longboard, but we're still like a lot further away from town as well, so you don't even have like Yeah. Essentially, if you could put our flat here, one, it'd nearly double in price, and B, I'd love it, and I'd never leave it. I mentioned this in a previous vlog that, like, if we were to buy a flat more long term, and I mean, like, we're not planning on leaving our flat for ages, like a good year or two. If we were to buy and get on the property market, it'd be here that we try to do it. But God, we're old, aren't we? We're already discussing mortgages and shit like that. Oh dear. Try and stay as young as possible by running out to go and buy some longboard bearings in my shorts and odd shoes. I'm trying to stay young, even though I know I'm old. No matter how much I try though, I always feel old coming into these shops. All sorted. Heading back to the ranch now. Don't know what I got. Might be good, might be bad. He goes, so do you know what, I'm like, got any bearings, mate? He's all like, yeah, cool mate, come with me. So we go over to something that I've literally just looked at and didn't realise they were bearings. He's like, so you got like a favourite brand or like a certain AB rating, or I'm like, just for a longboard, mate. And he picks them out, and I go, well, they'll be alright for a longboard, and he goes, yeah, they'll be alright for a longboard. Sweet, thanks. Coming home. Fuck knows. Anyway, so back to the car, let's get going. Put them in, see what they do. He was just messaging me saying, like, do you want to go out for a run tonight? Like, you can bring your longboard if you want. And I'm like, it's a good job I got these then, eh? Because at the moment my old bearings don't even bloody spin. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether I put too much. Maybe I put them in the cleaner for too long. Maybe I cleaned them too thoroughly. Maybe I didn't let them dry enough. Maybe I put too much lubricant in. I don't see how that could be a problem, but it might be. So, either way. In theory, if I don't go through any water, these all last for a long time. I have to do some revision tonight though, after dinner and whatnot, because, I don't know. Ending the day doing a combination of this and getting my email stuff sorted out. It means I haven't really got much revision done. I've got a little bit done, but not enough. So I'm going to do a bit more tonight, I think, on the surface. Right, what's the fastest way home? We're hitting rush hour now. It's nearly 5 o'clock. It's bad time, really. But now look at this. You ready? How long do we have to wait here for? Because that's going to go on forever, boys. Oh yeah. Okay, let's test this out, shall we? Let's go. Mr. Longboard truck. So it's doing admirably. Whoa. You know what? These are grand. They just keep rolling for so much longer than they used to. Ugh. Yeah, it's good stuff. Laura's running ahead of me. And these are pretty good stuff. I like these. Much better. Oh yeah. Places like this is where you shouldn't be longboarding, where it's dark, well, not necessarily dark, but wet, damp, etc. I've been experimenting with putting the wheels on a bit tighter and tighter. It seems to vibrate more than it used to. I don't know whether that's because the wheels aren't on as tight or whatever, but I brought the little tool out with me, so it's been, hello, are you beeping? Why are you not on loud? It's been relatively stressful sorting out these wheels and stuff, so I'm going to try and make them last me until the boosted board gets shipped to the UK. Look at that up there, it's like a well thing. Always left me for shit now. The only thing is, she's going to get to the end of this and she's going to have to turn around. Oh, she's just turned around. Okay. Because like, she does like a set workout thing, and if she normally has to turn around either like just at the end of it or halfway through. So I'm like walking to the end of the tunnel and she's like, oh, turn around. So, kind of head start now. But yeah, essentially I want to make this longboard last. Depends how much I use it. If I start commuting with it, I might have to invest in a more expensive, more substantial one. Because this was only cheap. But if I do like legitimately commute with it every day, then I may have to invest in another one. But otherwise, I will look into a booster board. I'm just waiting for them to ship internationally, and then for me also to have enough money to do it. But then I will buy one as soon as I have as soon as I've got twice as much money as it costs in my bank account. That's when I'll buy one. Saving up for the proper dual power one as well. So she's catching up me up now. But yeah, otherwise, now it's spinning properly. Let's try not to fuck around with it. Try not to do any damage to it until the point where I am either forced to buy a new one because this has fallen apart, or the booster board comes out. Praise be the booster board. There was a small hill there, and I'm still going from it. That's incredible. And the other wheels wouldn't have done that. But also I think that's why I feel like it's a little bit more unstable, because the wheels are just spinning faster now. So every time I push, the wheels start to spin a little bit quicker. Like if I wiggle my hips, the board you see? Oh Christ, I can't do that and look down. Yeah, so in short, it's a lot better than it used to be. Just takes a little bit more getting used to, because it was basically on easy mode. I was on basic mode of the booster board, now I'm on expert, you know? Cutting people around the head as they cycle past me. God damn it. So, while I'd like to do this while touching wood, my hay fever's not been too bad yet. Looking forward to that. I always thought it was tree pollen, and apparently the tree pollen's high. But it might be grass, maybe. I'm worse too. Who knows? See, like this hill still got me ahead of Laura. She's still catching up. Oh. Now it's smooth enough to actually take advantage of the downhill sections. Do you remember me saying that you used to have to push the same amount all the time? Like if you're going uphill or downhill. But now downhill, even slight downhills, it just holds its speed so much better than it used to. So now I don't have to push half as much, to the point where I've left Laura for dust again. It's not even downhill. Like coming up this, there's no hardship at all. Oh, it didn't smell very nice around that tunnel. Grim. Yeah, look, I've left her. No. Even so as well, all I've done, I'm breaking it. I broke and then just got back on it again. Let's just see. Just casually wants to roll. This is much better. This is how it should be. Otherwise, time jump, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. We've had dinner and stuff. Had Graham out, watched a bit of TV, and now we're going to bed. So yeah. Also, just seen on the news that they've evacuated a load of houses in Bath after finding a World War II bomb there. And it's literally just around the corner from where Beth and Ben live. And they can't figure out whether they're in the exclusion zone or not. Because they've evacuated 300 metres worth of houses. So yeah, turns out they're just out of the zone. But it's pretty funny, isn't it? This World War II bomb's been there obviously since World War II. And they found it now because they're building around it. Could you imagine that? Digging a shovel and you're like, fuck shit. It's bedtime. Graham's on a little treadmill there. She stops there as soon as you get close. Either way, bedtime. I'm sure everything will be fine. Mitigating circumstances though for the exam. I'll catch you later.